Hey, he commentated that last match with me. He's a blast.
There's probably one of the best Magic players at the shop.
When did Christina get in the room with you guys? What does that mean?
Soul? What is falter? I don't know.
I'm a little confused. It looks like Brandon kept his 7, and Jesse, it appears, has mulliganed to 6. It's not a good start. Jesse is, give a little background info on both. Jesse is a newer player. I think he started in Theros block. He's already had IQ second place finish, I want to say. He got second at it. He didn't win it, which was unfortunate because he really wanted to qualify for that invitational. But now he's going either way. He's going to go to the Origins Invitational, and he's either going to play some last chance qualifiers or he's going to visit a last minute IQ from this area. And to give you some background on Brandon Salmons, he is one of the Pro Tour qualified players from this area, which is it's not a regular thing here. We're in the middle of nowhere. And he's also had some success at Grand Prix. He's won a draft open back when Star City used to have that. His plaque's actually at the shop. But yeah, he's one of the better players in the area, honestly. And so we'll see how Jesse can, do against this guy. Jesse being at the top of the screen and Brandon at the bottom. Oh, Jesse has to mulligan to 5. That's no good.
I see.
I like how Chucky spelled your name.
Well, Chucky cannot read.
Keegan.
How hard is medical school really? What a nerd. No, I do agree with this undisputed champion thing. It is very confusing, but I am the best limited player at the shop.
I've heard that. Dave Snow actually talks about how good you are at limited. It's ridiculous.
That makes sense, actually. Seismic Stomp is actually just a functional reprint of the card Falter.
Oh,
is
I
what
see.
was pointed out.
Oh, okay. See, I don't know these old cards because I started in this block.
Well,
Cons was my first
remastered, so
you grew up playing Tempest block.
Yes, exactly.
That's what you're saying.
On Magic Online.
Did you ever get rid of that Wasteland?
Yes.
Okay, because I looked for it like when you went away, and I was like, "Well,
is what I said.
It's not there."
Yeah. No, I saw
Hope he doesn't freak out. All right, so Jesse's on a Moto 5. Presents his deck to Brandon. He's gonna shuffle him up.
I don't know what these pictures Tyler keeps using. In his
It looks
sentences.
like
some kind of meme.
Motor. Is that Motor from X-Files?
I think
Motor was the male, right?
I don't watch
Scully.
television.
I think Scully. Well, if Boydzilla is in the chat, please help me, since you are the world's biggest X-Files fan that I know of, anyways.
It looks like the chat thinks I'm some kind of Khan of Tarkir, which makes sense as the
King
reigning
Khan.
supreme.
Tormentrix says dragon. Are you a dragon or a Khan?
Tormentrix sounds like some kind of succubus name, so I don't really follow. I'm not going to follow.
Well,
into
that's
trap.
Christina.
Well.
So, all right, the Skyline comes from Brandon, who's gonna look at it.
I'm aware that's her name because that's her battle tag as well. So, guys, I think we need to talk about the match because I know how important I am. But
Wooded Foothills comes down for Jesse. He's gonna pass, and Suma's gonna draw a Battlefield Forge. I was gonna say Bloodfield Forge. That wasn't it. Higgins, you're a pretty girl.
Scully was the girl.
Okay, yeah, I read. Hey, I was right then. He's posting that Motor.
What's the name?
Motor Fox and Lisa Scully? I don't think that's her name. What was Scully's name? It's probably like Sarah.
Benson.
Something that's an alliteration.
Got double mountain play. Double mountain.
Yeah, he
pass.
cracked that. I think that is always like a telegraph that he has another way to get green because the deck does play green for a Tarkus command. He might not need it really early, but
it's an interesting decision.
it's interesting because you don't play that many ways to get. Okay, he had the Mana Confluence, so he's fine. Into a Whirling Outburst. All right, so Jesse's gonna take first damage here, or he's taking first and second damage. Dana Scully. Oh. Hey, I said Fox Motor. I nailed that one. Hey, thank you, Boydzilla. I'd already looked it up on my phone because of the bad Twitch delay. But thank you very much.
There's approximately 15 minutes before we can see what you write.
What? You what? Alright, so play passes back to Brandon, who's going to draw for turn. And it looks like that's a Draconic Roar, which is not great here. It's fine. It'll handle a Goblin token. That's not what he wants to do with it. He's going to hold on to it for something bigger and better. But he needs to get something in play. And so he's going to Foul Tongue Invocation. That's weird.
Against
three tokens. He's going to gain 4 life, go up to 24, because he revealed a Thunderbreak Regent. He has to make sure he marks it. Oh, he went to do what Josh Black did, but he caught himself before he flipped it the other way. He knew what was going to happen when he flipped that page.
Lessons your family can teach you.
That's a very bad joke, Higgins. Nobody knows what Molder Slug is but you and probably Matt.
Wow, that's pretty scary.
Bob?
You wouldn't understand.
I feel like Bob would know Molder Slug.
What's the card that destroys a creature and all artifacts or equipment attached to it? That's a card.
Turn to Slag?
I just called it Molder Slug though, so I just think
that's the new name, Molder Slug.
Molder Slug.
Turn to Slag is now Molder Slug.
Turn to Slugs.
Haven of the Spirit Dragon coming down for Brandon. He has a Rabble Master to worry about now, which is fine because I believe he has the Draconic Roar. He's going to have to lose a life, go to 20.
Is there a Warden in play?
Oh, he might play a Seeker of the Way first. Draconic Roar is a sorcery, correct?
Well, I don't really get into semantics.
That matters because it's interesting. If he doesn't do it here, he's going to do it on his opponent's turn, and that's going to make for a great play with the lifelink of this. Triggering. Oh, he goes ahead and casts it in the upkeep, it looks like.
What does he want it to do?
So Draconic Roar is an instant.
It's gonna hit you with some fire.
Well, the thing is, it's prowess triggers. Now it has lifelink throughout the turn. It makes it where Jesse's not going to want to attack. And if he does, that's just great because it's going to net him 1 life in all of it. All right, everyone in the chat who's here, I'm not sure how many we have, but I need you to vote on White Falcon's standard deck. Any at all that are currently legal in standard, every single deck, vote on it. Just comment the deck you want him to play. The most commented, unique comments from unique individuals, I should say, not unique deck ideas, will be chosen. So, say something ridiculous, like Mono Blue Flyers.
That's not ridiculous.
That's actually a good deck. I'm right. You're right. I am very right. Brandon's going to go down to 16, painting himself a couple times.
Spelled...
1 time, I guess.
Mono Blue Dagons.
Dargans.
Dageonsr. Red, blue... No, that is actually Case's deck, and if you're trying to slight my friend, that's offensive.
Jesse draws for turn. He's sitting at 14 life with 3 goblins in play. He's going to play a Foundry Street Denizen. It's a card you really want to see on turn 1. It coming down on turn 3, or now actually I guess it's Jesse's turn 6, because... Who let... Yeah, it was Jesse's turn 6. Yeah, Jesse's turn 6. So he's been stuck on 3. One of them has been painting him too. This is not the best for him. It looks like we have 2 votes for Casey's mono blue-red affinity, because that doesn't make sense.
I'm done.
Blue-red affinity.
No joke.
You gotta take pictures.
It's a good question.
That is a good one.
I'm not allowed to be on camera anymore.
Why?
Well, you know why. I'm not repeating that.
What, because... What, from here?
From anywhere.
I'm actually confused. But it looks like Keegan here played in a Street Fighter tournament back in January or February here at Rare Drops, where I'm commentating from in Huntington, West
Everyone
Virginia.
come visit Rare Drops.
And Hometown Hobbies.
Hobbytown
Shout outs to Hometown. He changed his name to Fiona Good for that event. Or I convinced everyone to call him that for that entire event. That was more like it. So Jesse's going to swing in and looks like he's going to become immense to wipe out the Thunderbreak Regent, dealing 2 to Sumo, putting him to 14. We got a 13 to 14 slugfest. Don't laugh at me in my terms. That's some baseball terms, man.
Turn to slag
Just
fest.
start commentating baseball. More interesting for me.
Home run. Second out.
Second, that's how you say it.
Third down.
Strike 4. Take
Ace.
your base.
We got a both
Pass from Brandon's going to pass it back to Jesse, who's going to untap and draw. And let's see what he knocks off the top of his deck. I can't remember. Colligon Storm Spinner? Something like that. It's the dash 1-drop. Lightning Berserker? Maybe that was way off.
Enters the battlefield, can't block. A dude can't block. Oh
No.
the
It's
dash.
just the dash for red with fire breathing.
Right.
So it's a problematic card with dash, especially if Foundry Street it pumps it each turn. He's going to lose 1 life, going to 13 to cast Draconic Roar, revealing the old Colligon, not the Dragon Lord, the original, the dash one. That Christina's playing 2 of those today as well.
Christina loves meme decks.
She does like the memes. She also likes Amine. Her and Caudle have talked Amine back and forth for countless. He has to lose another life to cast a Crackling Doom. No, I'm sorry, a Mardu Charm. I assume his mode's going to be to put a 1/1 token into play?
Oh!
Does it put 2?
Yeah, and to get
Does
for
Mar-
a strike.
What?
Oh,
I honestly had no idea that Mardu Charm put 2 into play. Artarka's command. I took the derbs. He's going to lose a life. To cast it, though, he's going to go to 12 from the Mana Confluence.
You got pumps going on, I think, or some kind of tricks.
No, there's no tricks. He's pumping his team +1/+1, and I assume shooting him for 3.
That seems quite unfair for a card to do both of those things.
He took 4?
Dash. Well, all those guys got +1/+1.
I don't understand
2,
how
4,
Jesse took
6.
4, but I will mark that
Jump
down.
block 2.
There might have been something that I don't know about going on.
Does anybody know what just happened?
Untap from
Keegan, you don't know. I do not know. He needs more goblins, is what he said.
another Mana Confluence comes down from Jesse's hand. He's going to go ahead and get busy with all 3 tokens. Makes a Lightning Strike lethal now. He's going to block and stoke the flames him. I don't know why he
Call it the long game.
slow rolled it, but he did. And we're going to go to a 3rd game with Brandon Salmons playing first. Just stay for this.
What round
Might
is
as well.
this?
This is the 4th round. No, I mean for this game
4 out
anyways.
of 5.
Yeah, there's 5 rounds. Ah, yes, I did miss the 3 damage from the Draconic Roar. Good call, Michael Higgins.
Good eye.
Good eye, coach. Isn't that what the coaches usually, or the players usually say to the coach?
I don't believe in sports. Very patriarchal institution.
A quick update for the winner of the random door prize booster pack this round. David Black opened a Swans of Bryn Argyle. Awesome card.
Swan's deck is
Swan's
a modern
deck
thing.
is a modern deck now. And a foil Wolfbriar Elemental. Not as great. Still a foil rare. It was free. There you go. Don't know if he got a remand or any of the good uncommons, but seems pretty good. Finishing up their shuffling now. It looks like they're already sided and everything. Jesse's taking a look at his sideboard after pile shuffling. That's interesting.
It's like an old trick.
It's a trick of the trade.
You take out 5 cards out of your deck, run a 55 card deck. Or run a 60 card deck, I guess.
A 200 card deck.
You wouldn't understand.
Looks like he's finished up with what he was doing. He's going to give his deck a quick shuffle, make sure everything's in order. Missing a card on the table there, Jesse, but I'm sure you'll notice. Maybe not. Unless he only picked up half of his deck to pile shuffle with.